Let me tell y'all something. I was getting ready to go give me a bite to eat and go on to a meeting after this. But then my phone went off. And I saw a skit with Coca and Amber following up having the conversation after Anthony leaves, talking about he wants her back. So any skit with the two of them is a great skit. And I'm just looking forward to this one. So let's get into it to see what they got to say.
Waist trainer's going to bust. For a second, I called you. I needed to talk. Okay. So, this week, Anthony and I have been going through therapy, and I was so angry, Coco, when I found out that he took Shayla to Jamaica. Like,
I was too.
I was sitting in therapy like, why am I even here? Why are you even here? But I'm trying to carry out my end of the bargain, right? I said I would go through therapy. Anyway, this morning Anthony comes by the house and he proceeds to tell me that he wants his wife back. Yes. I done already told him we are just working towards a friendship.
So I feel like we get ready to see where Amber really is post the conversation with Anthony. If she's considering it or if she's in a place where she's going to stand 10 toes down about what she told him in that counseling session.
At this point, this is what therapy is about. It's about being friends after this divorce. But you come up to the house after you've taken Shayla on vacation, posted it on Instagram, and now you're telling me you want me back.
I feel relieved that she said that because that lets me know that she's not the old Amber being naive. That even though he came there looking serious, talking about he want his wife back and all of this stuff, she ain't forgot all of that recent stuff that just happened. So she's realizing how calculating he is and manipulative he is and how charming he can be, even though his charm is sloppy.
Okay, I'm asking you $1 million question. What? How'd that make you feel? It irritated me. Okay. You done put me through all this for you to come and say that now? Okay. But did it cross your mind to even consider it for a hot second?
That is the $1 million question. If she says she consider it, we lost her. Knowing Amber, she's used to saying that, yeah, she want her husband back. It's her husband, her man, her house, her life. Let's see.
No. I told him I am done. The marriage is done, and that's what it is. Okay. Because this is typical gaslight.
There's hope. There's hope. I thought Amber was going to be like, you know what? I miss him. Because remember the other day she was like, she miss him. She miss his touch. She's tired of sleeping by herself. This is why it's important that when you're going through life-changing events like this, that you get the healing that you need. Because if you don't get healing, the people that hurt you will always be able to reel you back in, and just keep doing it and putting you in these same cycles. She's really walking in her freedom and her liberty right now. And she's loving it. And she's looking good doing it.
Lighting narcissism 101, And I bet he asked you, you still love me? Did he ask you that? That's the number one question. You know your cousin, don't you? I know men, honey. You don't get to be my age and not know how men operate and how they are. They're all the same. They just come in different varieties.
We ain't all the same, Coco. I love you, boo, but we ain't all the same. Okay? You actually do have some stand-up men.
You just got to find one you can tolerate. But I will tell you this much.
You gotta find one you can tolerate.
My cousin, he's violated on so many levels, baby. And the fact that you're even entertaining still therapy and all this other stuff, I commend you. But I can tell you that the glow I see in you now is cold.
Look at that highlight. Look at the makeup and the highlight in the sun. Ain't that's what y'all call it, women? The highlight. She glowing. She glowing. Camera angle. She glowing. The melanin is popping. I mean, she glowing. She can't. She cannot risk that.
And I need to tell you that your peace is non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. Mm-hmm. And you have to ask yourself, if going back to this man is going to continue my peace,
come on,
or take me back to a place where I'm questioning everything.
I'm going to throw this pin at Coke.
I mean, what you think is motivating? Grass ain't greener. We done went over there and realized with Shayla and her red rooster mama, that the grass ain't greener. And he realizes that he had a gem over here. He traded in a diamond for some cubic zirconia. Okay.
Facts. Even though Amber did what she did with Wayne, when she found out that Anthony was broke, what a wife does, she went to make sure that they were okay to help him get back to the status that he once was. When he was having a heart attack and she realized that wedding was too much on him, she changed in her perspective and her outlook. Amber's not perfect. No, by no means. She made her mistakes. But she acknowledged it. And she did what she could to be better and do better. And to her credit, she didn't cheat on him during the marriage. She didn't. She could have plenty of times. We've seen it. You know, but like I said, you go from that to a woman. You go from a woman that does nothing but help you secure your bag and multiply your bag, to go to a woman that does nothing but spin your bag. That is, and you call yourself a businessman? The dumbest thing you can ever do.
And now you want to come back, and I think he wants his cake and eat it too. You're willing to stand and get a little bit of money, am I right?
You're right.
Let me tell you something. Bottom line, you don't negotiate your peace for nobody. Mm-hmm. Love or no love, honey, peace is way more powerful.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate you.
Oh, I
appreciate
you,
all
baby.
the people I can talk to you.
I'm a woman first. I'm a woman first.
Yes.
Okay, and right is right, wrong is wrong. Don't you bargain your peace. Looks so beautiful.
I love everything about this. We're going to cut that. I love everything about this. Okay. What I do appreciate about this is Coca is the family member that just because that's her cousin, she's not making no excuses for him. And I think a lot of men, African-American men, will be better and will be in a better position mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, if the people around us will hold us accountable and stop making excuses for us when we are in error. And I think Coca, what I love about Amber and Coca is, we know in the beginning they couldn't stand each other, and rightfully so, because Amber was doing, Coca was picking it up, that woman's intuition thing. But I just loved how they just blossomed in their relationship and gelled because of Anthony's behavior. And she's been able to give her some insight on Anthony, his history, who he is as a person, as a man. I think even if they get a divorce, her and Coca are going to still be close. And she's going to still be that positive, womanly influence in Amber's life, because she needs it. She does. Even if she gained this relationship by way of a future ex-husband, you know, I think that Amber, what I tell y'all one of the last skits, and Coca said it, the last thing, I don't want her and Anthony to get back together, because I don't want her to undo all of this healing by going back and second guessing and wondering in the back of her mind, is he still sneaking off with Shayla? All of this dumb stuff. Like, go be free and be healed. Okay, chalk it up as experience and go and let God put another man in position to find you and give you what you wanted the first time around. Sometimes love is better the second time around, right? And so Amber just has to trust that God will give her a second chance at love, you know, and not feel like you have to settle this just for the image of, I want it to be one and done, one marriage and done, and it's over with. It's okay. Things happen. you know, divorces happen every day. She won't be the first, and she ain't gonna be the last. So I'm really happy for her progress. And like I said, I believe the next time Anthony comes over in a 9:30 skit or whenever he comes back over, she gonna tell him, no, you had that chance, and she gonna stand 10 toes down on it. And I'm happy for that. And Anthony's gonna probably keep trying, and he's gonna eventually find out that the baby's not his, and that might be the only twist in her taking him back. I don't know, but let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll let y'all later.